So Avatar: The Way of Water is out, and I'm gonna give my review on it. Do I like it? Do I not? Stay on and find out. Hey everyone, how you doing today? And welcome back. Now I'm going to be doing a review for Avatar 2 or Avatar: The Way of Water. And this movie has come out, what, 13 years after the first movie? It's James Cameron's second movie in, what, the 2000s? Or, well, I guess second, big movie in the 2000s. Avatar back in 2009 changed the game in terms of not only CGI, but 3D. Everybody started doing 3D straight after Avatar. The CG was absolutely insane. And the question that a lot of people had was, will they be able to replicate that in 2022? Especially with a lot of the gripes that people had, including myself, in the fact that the story is pretty much Pocahontas redone. Let's be real, it is. The question is this movie going to stand the test of time in 2022? And to start off with, in terms of the positives, I will say that this is definitely the most beautiful movie I've ever seen, hands down. I watched it in IMAX 3D with high frame rate, which I didn't realize that this movie was going to be at high frame rate until I sat down and watched it. That high frame rate is half good, half weird. I mean, it made the 3D even crazier, and yeah, it made a lot of the CGI even crazier, but it was so weird sometimes with some of the characters, I can't even lie. So adjusting my head to that, and I hadn't seen that since, what, The Hobbit Part 2. So that was very, very unexpected. I can't even lie to you. But in terms of the visuals itself, yeah, James Cameron is a visual mastermind. He knows how to get the shots. He knows how to make the CGI. This movie, I've never seen water so clear in a movie before. It's crazy. And yeah, the guy, I don't know how you can stop James Cameron in terms of making a visual spectacle. And I'll admit, this movie also, the positive I would say is this felt like a spectacle. It felt like an actual movie, if that makes sense. And we're in this age where Marvel and all the franchise movies and all that has just been on and on and on. So seeing a movie that's just not tied to any of that and just an actual movie, even though this is a franchise now, was a breath of fresh air. So I will admit those were pretty good. Cinematography, oh, fire. Ugh, some of the shots were just insane. It's so insane. And obviously, sound design was awesome and all that. So production-wise, they did their thing. But the story is one of the most average stories I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God. This story is mid. And I'm not even going to sugarcoat it and be oh, I'm being harsh. It's mid. It's pretty mid, man. The highest thing I could say in terms of this story, or the best phrase I could use, is good enough. Good enough, passable. That's the most passable. It's mid. Honestly, I don't think I like this movie like that. Honestly, because I walked out of it, right, and I was thinking to myself, all right, this movie is better than Avatar 1. It was visually stunning. The visuals were incredible. Yeah, man, I would be down to watch Avatar 3 just to see how visually stunning it looks. But the more I think about this movie, the more pissed off I get. It's actually mad. I genuinely walked out saying, all right, this is a 7.5 really good movie, even though the story wasn't that great. But now I'm like, woo, that story was really bad. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, bad is maybe a strong word, but it wasn't good. It really wasn't. First things first, right? I have now spent 6 hours with Jake Sully and I still don't care. It's bad how much I still don't care about Jake. It's crazy. And to be fair on James, right, he actually improved Jake's character a bit. Making him a father helped. I won't even lie. But I still don't care. And then on top of that, Neytiri, right, who is Zoe Saldana's character, the best character in the first movie, sidelined. So it's just okay. They introduced these kids, and I won't even lie, these kids, some of them carried this movie for me, because if it wasn't for them, I swear to God, I don't know how I keep going. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But Jake basically has some kids. One of them is an adopted kid that, I don't mind. This is not you'll find out this in the first 5 minutes of the movie. But one of them is an adopted kid from Grace. If you remember Grace, who died, Grace's child, who is played by Sigourney Weaver, it sounds the same. So that was kind of a bit wild to me. I can't even lie. Bringing her back like that, I don't. I was just there like, okay, I guess she was a good character though, but I was like, okay. And then there's this other character, one of the kids, basically, one of the younger brother of the eldest brother, and I liked him, right? Until now, like literally 10 minutes ago, when I realized he did some dumb stuff in this movie, like real dumb, even to the point where it's like, nah, you need to get beat, bro. Like, I'm sorry, it's like as a Nigerian, obviously you shouldn't hit your children. I don't hit my children, but you know that moment in your head where you think, man, I think you need a little bit of beating, man, because you're not a correct person in your head. That is basically that dude. As much as I liked him, right, he does some dumb stuff, and I'm just there like, use your brain, mate. Like, why do you keep ruining stuff for your dad? But anyway, I guess that was the whole point, and that was the whole thing, or his whole shtick is that, oh, he's the son that does the mistakes. Oh no, but I've seen this done before better, so that's why I can't give it as a pass. I'm sorry, no. Except for them two, the rest of the characters average. Actually, no, I tell a lie. Kate Winslet's character, I believe it's Kate Winslet that plays. There's this like water tribe basically. And there's a chief and his wife. The wife, she was cool. I will admit, Kate Winslet did her thing. But other than that, yeah, everybody else mid. Bro, I don't care about loads of these characters. One of them dies. I didn't shed a single tear, man. I did not care. Like, I only cared because I thought, wow, James Cameron did something crazy. But other than that, man, I didn't care, man. I really didn't care. Then on top of that, man, the villains. Oh my god, bro. The villains, man. Whew. If I see another dumbass military group again, I swear to God. Because, they were so unlikable in the fact that they can't even, like, I know they're meant to be unlikable, but god damn, man. Some of the dialogue, that's one of the things that actually was really bad in this movie. The dialogue, wow. I thought I was in the 90s, mate. I was just like, what kind of dialogue is this? And then people have been like, oh my god, never doubt James Cameron. This movie was great. I'm doubting James Cameron today. What kind of writing is that? Bro, that's why I have to doubt. The only aspect of the writing that I'll say James Cameron is a top tier at is the setting. Because Pandora is written very well. I'll give him that, right? Because literally the only things that I actually loved about this movie was Pandora and the visuals. That's it. Everything else is like mid, man. Like, that's the only word I can use is mid. And then what shocks me, and maybe this is why I'm a bit hypercritical of this movie, is James Cameron really had the balls to come out and say that, yes, Avatar 2 is better than any MCU movie that's been made. And I was even thinking to myself, ooh, to come with that confidence, this movie better slap. Bro, I can name you 10 Marvel movies that are better than this movie. I'm not even fronting. Black Panther, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Captain America Civil War, Captain America Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Endgame, Spider-Man No Way Home, Thor Ragnarok, and Thor Ragnarok, and Iron Man 1. Boom. All better. All better. And there's still more. So, wow. Like, how can you come with this much chest? I don't understand it. Wow. This movie is almost the same movie, bar for bar, like Avatar 1. Almost the same. And you'll think I'm crazy when you hear it, and maybe when you watch it, you might think I'm crazy. But when you really think about it and think about how Avatar worked with Jake's story and how it's working with these characters' stories, bro, there was even a point in the movie where a devastating thing happens, right? A devastating thing happens about a devastating thing happens, basically. Just hear me out. A devastating thing happens. And they played the song that they played when, all the way back in Avatar 1, when the forest was getting burnt. And I'm pretty sure that was the exact same time it happened in Avatar 2. Because something peaked really, it was really peak, but I was just there like, ain't no way you're playing the exact same music for this scene. Ain't no way. I said, at this point, James, you're trolling. Because I'm just like, no way. Am I hearing the exact same music for this scene? No. It's basically like going from Star Wars New Hope to Force Awakens. It's pretty similar, but it's a little bit different. That's like going from Avatar 1 to Avatar 2. And I'm a bit scared because we're talking about a 5 franchise series, right? We're the second movie. We don't really know where this thing is going. We don't really know what the final villain is. We don't really know the full extent of to what this franchise is going to. Literally, we've literally just gone from Forest Tribe to Water Tribe. We don't know, like, there's still so much we need to explain. I feel bad because I feel like I'm just slaughtering this film, but you can't just give me visuals and vibes, man. You just can't. I'm sorry. I know I said in one of my reviews, or I think my review of the re-release, I said, okay, I get it. Avatar, you're meant to just sit down and experience it and enjoy Pandora and enjoy the world and enjoy the visuals. Fine, I get it. But the problem is, when you're stuck with these characters for 3 freaking hours, it's very hard to ignore it. Because this movie is a whole, 30 minutes longer than the other one? Oh my God almighty. Let me just pause for a sec. Oh my God almighty. Imagine you get a game. And it had the best graphics of all time. Like we're talking, what's the best graphics right now? Like Horizon or Red Dead Redemption on drugs. Like something crazy like that. But the gameplay was just okay. Like, you'd get the game. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I'll get the game, play it. I'll be like, wow, this is visually stunning. But man, am I really having fun like that? That's this movie. And then I've even heard people be like, oh, the final hour has been amazing. What amazing? What was amazing about that? Yes, it was visually stunning. Fine. But the whole movie is visually stunning. So when everything is visually stunning, right, you gotta impress me more, mate. It sounds like I'm being harsh here because, to be fair, the visuals are literally the best visuals I've seen in film. I agree that those visuals are insane, and I'll even say you should even go watch it just for that. Honestly, like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful movie. But wow, when you're just shoving all this mid around it, it's like, I want this movie to be top tier. I really do, because I love Pandora. It's a cool world. It's an imaginative, cool world. And the visuals are incredible. But please, match that with the story. Bro, please, even if not the story, at least the characters. Because I'm just, like, even the characters I like, they're not that good. They're just passable. They're just good enough. Yet again, like, it's just, oh, what are we seeing? And then bear in mind, this movie is 3 hours long. We're talking about a movie that's longer than the first 2 Lord of the Rings. That's almost as long as the third one. That's almost as long as Titanic. Freaking-tanic, which James Cameron directed and wrote himself, which is a way better movie. I mean, damn, I cried at the end of Titanic. What is this? Oh my God. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm a negative Nancy, because everybody else has been like, oh, I loved Avatar. I'm okay with it, man. I'm okay with this movie. And in all honesty, man, James Cameron, man, we need to talk, because I don't understand how we can go 2 movies, 6 hours, and I still don't care about Jake. That's a problem. That's a writing problem. I'm sorry. James, I'm giving you till Avatar 3, because Avatar 3 at that point is midway through. We need to see some top tier developments at this point, or else why are we here? I'm sorry, why are we here? So if by Avatar 3 the story has not improved, this franchise is going in Fast and Furious tier. I'm sorry, because if I want to be entertained, right, and just watch it and I can turn my brain off to the story, I would watch Fast and Furious. It's good at that. But when you're watching a film that's directed by the guy who directed flipping Titanic, right, you expect better. Like, come on. Like, it's kind of basic at this point, because it sounds like I'm being harsh yet again, but I'd be less harsh if this wasn't a sequel, and if these complaints weren't said in the first movie. In the first movie, these complaints are pretty much bar for bar from the first movie. In fact, I actually like the first movie more than this one. I can't believe I'm saying that. I thought I didn't, right, when I walked out of the cinema, but when I really thought about it, I was like, as much as I didn't really vibe with the story like that, the movie did not piss me off like this. It didn't. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's visually stunning, yes. Am I going to watch this again? Hell no. Like, bro, that's what people are going to go do. Oh, let's go watch this again because it's visually stunning. My God, you guys are the problem, man. You guys are the problem. Oh, man. And then I can go on. Do you know what? Screw it. We're going on and on this rant. It's probably not even going to be edited like that. I don't even care anymore. Let me give you an example, right? Look at Avatar 2. Top Gun Maverick, right? Top Gun Maverick does not have a incredible story like that, but, right, the difference between an Avatar and a Top Gun, when both of them have top tier visuals, is that Top Gun was more exhilarating had better action, right? And Maverick is way cooler than any of the characters they have. Way cooler, more personality. Even some of the other ones had more personality, and a lot of them had barely any personality. And it was tense. It was tense. That final, like the final couple minutes of that movie, or the final, like the actual like dogfight was intense. I don't feel that tension in the Avatar movies. I mean, I know people will probably say, "Oh, but the final hour, I was not tense." So don't try it. Don't try it. It was not tense. Yes, stuff happened that could make you think, "Oh my god, that tension was crazy." But the stuff that happens, how do I explain this? I can't say it without spoiling it. So all I'm gonna say is I didn't really care too much about the stuff that happens. That's pretty much it. But anyway, that's it. I'm done with my rant on Avatar. James Cameron can do what he wants, man. If he wants, I'll watch it, Avatar 3, of course, because, yet again, this is one of the most visually stunning movies I've ever seen in my life. Am I going to rewatch this again? No. I'm not going to do that. Why would I drive in the freezing cold, pay money, and sit down and go watch this again? 3 hours. Oh, I even forgot. The human character in this movie, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Wow. That's all I could say. Anyway, this review has gone on for ages. I'm seeing 16 minutes on my mic. Let's end this now. Thank you very much for watching. If you disagree with me, let's talk, let's fight, because there's nothing you can make me change my mind on this movie. I'm sorry, there's nothing. It's mid. Like, the most I could give this score, I was gonna give this a 7.5 because I was like, oh, the visuals are just that good. But no, 6.5, bro. Take a 6.5 and go. Because honestly, if it wasn't for the visuals and the fact that I liked some of the kids, and they helped me carry through the movie, and Pandora, even though Pandora is, we didn't even see, we saw it, yeah, but we didn't see that much of Pandora, like, not that much. We saw the place where they used to be, and the water tribe. That's pretty much it. So, if it wasn't for all that, this movie gets a solid 5 or 5.5, honestly, because, wow, the dialogue I was hearing was, wow, I can't believe I heard that in 2022. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like this video, and if you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're anywhere else, just please follow me. And thank you very much. I hope I can. Maybe I'm being crazy. Maybe I'm being hypercritical or something. I don't know. But in terms of my opinion on this movie, I don't think it's gonna change, man. A lot of it was very mid. But anyway, peace out. I'll see you soon. All right, peace.